What's up, Gemini? Welcome to your love reading for November 2018. This is going to be specifically for love, specifically for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Cross watchers, what's up? You're welcome to. Please just don't be talking shit. Also, yeah, if you guys haven't had a chance to yet, please go check out your general reading. It's funny, I just did your general reading and I can see how these things are kind of like, these messages are kind of like intertwined. So that might be helpful for you. Also, these messages may not resonate because sometimes they get pretty specific for people. In that case, please check out your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Jupiter, whatever, Mars, hell. I don't know. But let's just get into it because I've already pulled cards. Now, in your general reading, Gemini, I spoke about how it felt like many of you guys were at this place where you had a lot of opportunities coming your way, right? You guys were sitting there at the Ace of Pentacles, but also having this heartbreak, right? Also having this Three of Swords energy kind of surrounding it. And remember, I was talking about how many times, when we're dealing with heartbreak or disappointment and stuff, it can really fuck with your money. It's funny because we got the Three of Swords here. We got the moon here, which was also in your general spread. So we've got some repeating cards that for me are pretty important and kind of paint the picture of how this all ties in. At the end of the day, what I want you to know, Gemini, is you guys are sitting here with the Magician card. This is the unseen energy. So no matter what is going on, and this totally flows with what I was telling you guys in your last read, no matter what is going on, you have the power to make the change, right? I feel like the ball is totally in your court. You guys are wise enough, you're grounded enough, you're loving enough, you're action-oriented enough. Like, you have the power right now in your hands to make that change. And I feel like you know this too, because, jumping ahead, sorry, in your blocks and obstacles card, you guys have the Emperor card. And I feel like this is very much your energy. And I'll get into why I feel like this is your energy for this month. But, okay, starting out, you guys are sitting here at the moon. Now, the moon is what I pulled for your past energy of your general, right? And I talked about how I felt like there were some things that came to light. There were some things that surfaced. Maybe you got some aha moments. This full moon in Taurus that just passed may have really had an effect on you. This could even be from the, was that a full moon? That was a full moon in Libra. That was a new moon in Libra. Was it full moon in Aries? Lord, don't start me on astrology. The point is, I feel like something has come out, right? I feel like something's been illuminated. And I do feel like this probably does have to do with around one of the full moon cycles that we just experienced. Either this last one or one before that, which I believe was Aries. Anyway, it feels like some things were revealed to you. You could have been dealing with a water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, especially with that moon card. But it just feels like you guys kind of feel like you're being left in the dark or have been left in the dark. For some of you, I feel like this is very much a past energy. But just being in a place of like feeling like you're left in the dark, feeling like something's not right, something's missing, something in the water ain't clean type thing. And I feel like you're looking at this other person with this Page of Pentacles. So this other person that you're dealing with, they can be younger than you. They can be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But the main thing is, I feel like you look at them and you're like, oh, they're just so young. Even if they're not younger than you, I feel like they're young-minded. I feel like you feel like when it comes in terms of relationships and partnerships and that give and take, that they still have a lot to learn, right? I feel like you feel like they want to give you something a little bit, but they don't really even know what that looks like, what that feels like. They don't know. They're still Page. Like, they're still on some baby shit. And again, I feel like experience has something to do with it. Now, they can be younger than you, but in general, when it comes to this love shit, I feel like they're not as quite experienced. Or they still have a lot to learn in terms of what it means to love you, right? What it means to be in a relationship with you. So although you see them as someone who's good, who eventually will, grow up and get their shit together and be like a good, stable potential person, I feel like you feel like they're not there yet. And again, this could be because there was something revealed to you in the past. Maybe it turns out that like maybe you guys were trying to go for having this exclusive relationship, and it comes out that they were talking to other people or not being quite honest. Something like that. There's some action or something that's happened that leads you to believe that they're not quite ready for what you're ready for. And look, this isn't your place of your highest desire for the relationship. I honestly feel like you just kind of want to break it off. It feels like to me like you guys want to break it off before it gets too bad. Like you're like, okay, like this happened, that's unfortunate, but let's stop here before I end up hating your ass. It feels like that. Because I do feel like there was betrayal. I do feel like there could have been lies told. I do feel like there could have been an extra person or extra involvement, third party in some type of way. Third party doesn't always mean cheating. Third party just means that there's an extra energy in y'all's relationship that is doing too much. This could be a mother-in-law. This could be friends. This could be whatever. But there's just something impeding on this two-person union, right? It doesn't have to be cheating. Yeah, it just feels like at this point, with whatever that was revealed to you and what you're looking at in this person right now, it's just like you're kind of like, maybe we should cut this off before it gets even worse. Again, this person I do feel like you probably really cared about, but I think more than anything, instead of looking at where they are and what they are right now, I think that you guys got caught up in looking at the potential of a person rather than like, what are they right now? What are they showing you right now? What are they doing right now? Where are they at right now? And so there's a little bit disappointment in that, but I feel like it makes it easier for you to not be like, to find compassion in the situation, because it's like you can almost look at them and be like, okay, I get it. I've been there. And that's unfortunate, but I can get that. Like, it's almost like, even though it's something that sucks, it's almost something you can respect at the end of the day, if that makes sense to you. Now, where they are, I feel like they're feeling horrible. Whatever has transpired, I feel like they feel really bad about it. I feel like they shot themselves in their own foot. That's how they're feeling. Really depressed, really sad, right? The Ten of Swords is a very uncomfortable energy now. And your spread for your general, you guys pulled the Nine of Swords. And I always said I felt like Nine of Swords is worse than Ten of Swords, because I feel like Nine of Swords is like you're actively in the bullshit. You can't even sleep, right? And anything that impedes on my sleep, honey, I'm not good with it, right? Ten of Swords is almost like this numbing. I almost feel like they're in a place like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Right? You see how there's black all around. Black all around. Black is like unknown. We don't know what's going on in the dark, in the depths, in the whatever. And I feel like they kind of just are in a place where they're like so hurt they're numb. I do feel like I do feel like for many of you it's something they did. It could be flipped though, This is general. So maybe you did something and now they're hurt type thing. Please take these messages as it resonates. But just, take it as it resonates. The way they're looking at you, I feel like they feel like you're distancing yourself. I feel like they feel like you've ghosted them, kind of, right? With this Four of Swords card, Four of Swords very much indicates going deep, going within, being alone, meditating, praying. You could be popping up in their dreams a lot. I feel like they're dreaming about you. And you know what? And that could be why you guys got that Nine of Swords card too, that indicates like you guys are having hard time sleeping. Whenever we are connected to a person, we are connected, right? We feel what they feel, kind of like we mirror them. So like, long story short, there's this guy. Never mind, I'm not gonna go into that. The point is, you guys might be having dreams back and forth about one another, and I feel like if they're popping up in your dream, it's because it could be that you're popping up in theirs. I feel like they feel like you're distancing yourself from them, and trying to really figure out what you want to do for you. And you could be coming off as very distant in that because of what's happened. I think they really want to communicate with you. I think they really want to quickly fix things with you with this Eight of Wands card, right? This is all about fast communication. Could be about travel. They might want to go on a trip with you. Like maybe if something happened, maybe like they're trying to like patch it up with, hey, well, let's go to Hawaii type thing. You know what I mean? But overall, the energy of it, it feels like, especially for those of you who there's been no talkie and you guys have been kind of distant, it distant, it feels like they want to take that step to talk to you and they want to do it fast, but they don't really know where to go or how to go about it. Because it feels like almost they're thinking like, damn, I really fucked this up. Like, I don't even know where to begin, but I know I miss her / him, and I know I need her / him, and I know I want to talk to her / him. Okay. They could be doing a lot of praying too to try to get answers, and like really, I feel like they're being really hard on themselves. Like, damn, why am I so stupid? Why did I do that? Why? I feel like I feel the energy of someone who's really hard on themselves. Now, what's blocking all of this? Going back to that Emperor card. You, I feel like, have the ball in your court. You are taking control of the situation. I feel like everything that happens going forward in terms of this relationship, it's going to be your call at the end of the day. But what I do feel like is you're coming across very Emperor, not the fun Emperor, but like the Emperor who's like, not the fun one. The Emperor who's like, no, this is what we do. Like, okay, so this is the thing. The Emperor, not to say he doesn't have feelings, but he lacks sometimes, oftentimes. He doesn't lead with his feelings, right? He is ruling an empire. So he's doing what he feels is the best for his community. And that doesn't really matter it doesn't really matter who feels a way about it. He don't really care. Okay. And I feel like right now, like if there's someone who's that you're dealing with and they're like maybe trying to reach out to you like, hey, come on, can we mend this? And you're just like, no, I'll let you know when I'm ready, if I care. So I do feel like you're the one blocking this at this moment, because I do feel like you're taking on this Emperor energy. But again, I feel like you can. It's like the ball is totally in your court. This situation can go whichever way you want it to. Now, in order to move forward, definitely some communication needs to happen. So if this is a situation where maybe something happened and you just ghosted the situation altogether because you didn't want to get into it, it might help you to get a little clarity or like closure on the situation. And even if you're not getting closure in terms of like telling someone like, this made me feel blah, blah, almost like, I don't know. Like, if there's someone who's still being hopeful and trying to be back with you, I feel like a lot of you guys don't want to go back to this. I feel like some of you guys are really, really done. So if there's someone who's trying to like be cute with you and try to be hopeful and like kind of check your temperature all the time to see if there's a possibility of going back, and that's not how you feel, Gemini, I feel like that's something that needs to be said. Although I don't feel like Geminis really have problems with telling people that they're cut off or like how they feel. So almost like this person, for some of you, is so desperate to have you back and have this communication, they're almost playing it dumb. Like when you're trying to be very stern and be like, look, blah, they're almost like, huh, what? Like almost trying to, I don't know, like that helps them feel like there's still some hope. And so there's a need for you to just be very upfront, like, no, you're cut off. If that's what you want to do. Definitely at the end of the day, you're making a decision to move forward. A lot of you guys, I feel like you're making a decision to move forward, away from them. Because you've got these two wands, you got one bolted down in the ground. He's not even looking at this one. And this is the one, this is indicating like, okay, if you want things to go exactly how they've been going, if you want things to stay exactly the same, then choose the one that's bolted down. He's got his hands on the one that he's holding and his hand on the world, and he's looking out in that direction. So I do feel for a lot of you guys, you will be walking away from a situation. I think it's okay because I think you have some great shit popping, on the other side of the mountain. Now, I pulled a love card, and you guys got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Boom. And I think you guys are realizing that. And although you're disappointed and heartbroken, I feel like for some of you guys, it's almost like, yeah, like if this person lied to you, I feel like you're sad about it. But I almost feel like for some of you, it's more of like an ego thing where you're looking at them like the audacity. Like you're mad at the audacity of them to do this to you. Not so much like, whoa, this hurt my heart. For some of you, yes. But some of you guys, it's like, bitch, I can't believe you really thought you can get away with that. It's almost like that type of energy. Because maybe you really like them, but still at the end of the day, there's not enough chemistry. Now, also, this just could be indicating that the timing of whatever the situation is not right. At this time, there's not enough. There's not enough to give to this situation, right? But again, remember, you are in control, Gemini. You can pretty much have what you want. Now, if you are being like ice cold queen, make sure you soften that a little bit. And I don't say that for the other person, but you don't want to carry on. You don't want to hold on to this energy of like too long, because then what ends up happening is you repel people who are trying to get close to you and trying to be, you know what I mean, like cute with you. So just be very mindful of your energy that you're carrying around, making sure that this energy does not spread past this relationship, and making sure that you're still approachable to other things and other people, because you do have an opportunity for absolute growth and new love in other places, right? So just be mindful. So if you guys would like a personal reading, reach out to me. I'm here. Thank you so much for all of you guys who subscribe and like and share and thumbs up me, and just like honestly leave like really nice, encouraging, lit ass comments. I appreciate you guys. And I hope that this message helps you. Yeah. Love you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, Jen.